Hello to me, it's Miko Sam Possible. Miko's my name is Taff316. Welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 209. It is Sunday, or maybe Saturday if you're watching this day early on Patreon. For those who don't know, the Patrons have the option to watch these as well as the reaction videos up to a day early, sometimes more, and you get your name in the video description down below as well. Regardless what day you're watching this on, let's go ahead and read some comments. Regarding the Goes Wrong show, The Spirit of Christmas was the first episode aired, but it's the 6th episode of the series. They aired the Christmas one first because they changed the air date of the series. Oh, okay, gotcha. So really you could finish on a Christmas episode, and then the first 2 episodes of series 2 is also Christmas one, so there you go. Yeah, that could be a better way of doing it, actually. Sunday is the end of the week. Chloe is a word a weekend. I know some people say it's the start of the week because on the calendar Sunday comes first, but that's different. Differentiate the 2's at the end. Well, officially here, and I think in Canada and in, I think, Japan as well, and maybe some of South America, officially the week does start on Sunday. But technically what you're saying does make more sense. Wasn't there an episode of How I Got News for You where a presenter didn't show up or pull off appearing at the last moments? They replaced him with a tub of lard, or a guest I should say. I think it was a largely political person. They were sticking 2 fingers up at him. I've not heard of that, but I could add that to the list. According to a recent interview book, Prince Harry claims that he only went to a party in a Nazi uniform because Kate and Will thought it was funny. While that could be true, surely everything can't be their fault, Like, I'm sympathetic, don't get me wrong. It seems like his family is, but it seems like now, the part where he's starting to lose me, it seems like recently he's blaming everything on them. It's like, surely not everything could be their fault. Let's see you go back to Series 1 of Only Fools and complete the episode you haven't yet. A great reaction to Delboy falling for the bar. It's funny you said they could have ended the show after little problems because you said the same thing after Free Men, a Woman, and a Baby. Shows how great the writing was. You're right, I did. I had forgotten about that. And I stick to both of those. I think both those episodes very well could have ended the show. What I love about Only Fools is it shows how much Dale cares about Rodney. There are certain episodes where it looks like all he does is use him or mock him. But when you see how he takes a beating for his brother, it puts him in perspective. Well, from my view, it seems like as the show went on more, Dell's love for his brother came out more. It seems like in a lot of the more earlier episodes, it just seemed like Dell was completely in it for himself, but it seems like it's character development, basically. Either his character itself was developed, or his true character was just revealed more. That's a big dog. You should check the Only Fools episode where they first introduced Duke. The Trotters offer to care for Duke when Boise and Marlene are away. What could go wrong? Hopefully it went better than that time they took care of that bird. I love how you go out of your way to provide these shows for us. They should all be free for all by now, as they're paid for us for the stupid UK TV license a long time ago. Thank you, bro. I love watching this with you. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. And I mean, anything's free if you look hard enough for it. I'm halfway through Yuppie Love, and I couldn't help but come here to vent about them swapping out the music. Completely ruined a moment where Rodney won the bet. BBC wouldn't continue paying for song licenses for the most successful comedy of all time, yet they can afford to pay Gary Linker millions of our cash to talk about football. I don't know about that last part, but as far as the music goes, it is a shame. There was a moment apparently in one episode I watched where they were supposed to be playing the Omen music, and then that didn't happen. So, honestly though, I didn't really notice, but maybe it's probably definitely more noticeable if you've seen the episode before. Hey, Noah, any plans to react to more to the royal family? Yes, there is. At the latest in March. You have seen Christopher Ryan in something outside the Young Ones before this. He was in Bottom, remember? That's true. I feel like that doesn't count though. You know what I mean? I guess because it's a never Rick and Abe show. Like this is the first, like, out of that whole, like, he was also in Filthy Rich and Cat Flap, I think, which I saw, or was he? No, that might have been no, I don't think he was. I think that was the other one, but I feel this is like the first thing out of that whole universe type that I've seen him in. In 2011, the University of York Student Union held a vote to rename the new building study space as the Brian Blessed Center for Quiet Study. Did that go through, or did they shoot it down? I hope it went through. David Tennant and Tom Baker have both hosted Have I Got News For You at one point. I've seen a lot of comments about the Tom Baker one, so that's definitely on the list. Tennant, I imagine, is fun just because he's good at everything. It's like a great time capsule for how the UK in general was anticipating the Olympics self-defeat before it started, assumed a shit show, and then pulled out one of the best and funniest opening ceremonies ever. I think we'd do anything to be taken back to 2012. Yeah, no kidding. I'd like to go back too. But, but yeah, I've seen the ceremony before. And it was hilarious watching that Have I Got News For You episode being like, oh, it's going to be fucking terrible. It was incredible. I fully got to respect that your upload schedule is because I feel like it. I mean, sometimes you just got to mix it up, you know? I have a set schedule and I stick to that most of the time, but can't stick to it all the time. Have I Got News For You binge? Love it. Yeah, I fully did not anticipate. You know, it's funny, I say in the monthly plans, usually near the end every time, that there will be stuff that happens this month that's not mentioned in this video. I did not at all anticipate doing 3 episodes of that this month. I decided early in the month to do the Bruce Forsyth episode, and because I had seen Blackadder, you know, recently, I was like, I gotta see this Brian Blessed episode, so I threw that in too. And then Sean had requested the episode of William Shatner. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do this too and throw it in on the same day. So, it was not anticipated at all, but I don't regret it because I enjoyed all 3 episodes. I think I remember the episode of Have I Got News For You hosted by Charlie Brooker right after Trump won being pretty good. And I might have to do 3 more episodes next month because I'm getting a hell of a list right now. Dude, I remember watching Ace Lightning as a young lad. I'm still glad that my dad introduced me to the show when I was 7 years old. I also played the PS2 game, too bad it wasn't really good. It's a really fun experience to watch a show since it's not popular as TV kid shows. Yeah, I thought it was... It's something I agree with you. If I had seen it as a kid, I probably would have ate it up. But it's funny that the show about a video game was better apparently than the actual video game. I don't know what you were on in this Ace Lightning reaction, but can I have some? I was on the fuel of early 2000s rock music. There's a hero in us all. Now, were you aware of Tommy Vance before this Brass Eye episode? I know you like rock music. He presented a long-running rock heavy metal of Friday Night Show on Radio 1 in the 80s. I was familiar. Yeah, I've seen him in, I can't remember which ones, but I've seen him in a couple of documentaries. Gary Glitters has been released from prison. Saw that. 16-year sentence, and he served half of it. That's justice. Good job, everybody. I'd love to see you do a rewatch of the Brass Eye special. I think I will, because I saw it so long ago, and it was one of the earliest things I had ever seen, and I feel like I get the humor, and I've just seen so much more British television in general since, you know, so I think I'm going to, yeah. It was Father Stone, that Brass Eye episode. Well, that explains why he looked just like him. The TV version of Count Out for Strong was different from his character on a radio show. In a radio version, he was always overconfident and frequently drunk. Took me a while to get used to TV Arthur. Still funny, but a much tamer character. Really? He was overconfident and frequently... Okay, well, maybe I could do like a audio-only reaction. I've done one before. I'd be down for it. Sorry you didn't take to the main characters much in Count Out for Strong as the other characters, but at least you gave it a chance and sound open to doing more, which I hope you do. If you want, you should try some shorts. I could recommend The Flying Lesson for a start. Okay, I might look into that. Speaking of shorts, you can make money off those now, huh? I might have to do some shorts myself. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from the following videos. Last week's episode of Reading Your Comments, number 208, my free reactions to Only Fools and Horses. Have I Got News For You 4 and 5, Ace Lightning, Brass Eye 6 and 7, and Count Arthur Strong. I decided, even though I said I was going to last week, to not pull comments from the Friday video today because I'm uploading 2 videos. I uploaded 2 videos on Friday, and as I'm currently recording this, only one of them has been released. I'm recording this before the second episode of Still Games even been released. So I will put those both in the Reading Your Comments next week. So if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments, the videos to comment on are as followed. This video, obviously, and comments will also be pulled from the reaction that came out yesterday, which was Inside Number 94, as well as Still Game episodes. And then you can comment on the videos that come out tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That is going to do it, though, for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, I stream every single day, my second channel for 16 reviews, my Twitter. If you want to follow me on my Patreon, if you want to support me on my Daily Motion, all those things are in the video description down below, as well as the Twitch Files channel and the community Reddit. Speaking of double uploads, by the way, check out my second channel for 16 reviews. at about 10 hours from this being released for a new review video. I'm doing Super Mario Bros. The movie from 1993. Also, thank you to all my patrons who are named in the video description. For those of you who don't know, you can be patron of me for as little as $1 £1, and you get access to direction videos as well as reading comments up to date early, sometimes more. With all that being said though, my name is Tafford Scene. It's been episode 209 of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.